Hello, my name is Kevan Espy, President and CEO of Cobb EMC. First, I'd like to say thank you for attending our virtual annual meeting. You'll hear this a lot as our meeting continues, but as members, you are the #1 priority at Cobb EMC. Everything we do is focused on improving the member experience and how we can deliver safe and reliable power to you at affordable rates. Obviously, we're proud to bring you reliable power, and we're able to do it without raising your rates. We've been listening to our members and your feedback on ways that we can improve. You told us that you wanted choices when it came to electric rates. Cobb EMC now has 6 options for you to choose from. We know that each home uses electricity differently, so we developed a tool for our members to find out which rate works best for you. Find our rate selection tool and switch rates anytime at cobbemc.com. Serving as a go-to energy resource for our members and community is also important to us. Our industry is changing, and we're prepared to change with it. We are committed to leading the electric industry through innovation. One way we are doing that is through electric vehicles. We were the first utility in the nation to offer our members free overnight charging for EVs. Our innovative night flex rate option also helps spread out our collective energy use, which keeps rates low for our members. Electric vehicles also give us a glimpse into a greener future. It's our responsibility as an energy provider to protect our environment. We've been developing renewable energy that future generations will be proud of. You can see some of this renewable energy in action when you visit our solar flower garden. We've installed 3 16-foot smart flowers at our offices that follow the sun throughout the day. They are visible if you drive by us on Highway 41, and the garden is open to the public from dawn to dusk. We encourage you to stop by, have lunch, schedule a tour, and learn about how they can convert sunlight into energy. Our rooftop solar panels all over our campus also capture sunlight and feed energy back to our battery storage building. This innovative design leads us to our microgrid project. This project would allow Cobb EMC to operate autonomously and power essential electric operations if there is an emergency of some kind. Our microgrid project will be completed in 2022. All of this energy technology at Cobb EMC keeps us on track to meet and exceed our energy goals. We are proud to announce that we are reducing our carbon emissions by 75% and we're increasing our renewable energy portfolio by 200%, all by 2030. Cobb EMC was built by the communities we serve, and we take that to heart. We belong to our members and the communities they live in, so giving back is very important to us. We're focused on making a difference and supporting the leaders of tomorrow. Cobb EMC is an active partner at large with more than 150 schools in our service district. We're proud to say we have helped 205 local students with scholarships worth over $618,500. So please encourage your kids, your neighbors, and your friends to visit cobbemc.com and apply. We provided leadership training to over 100 rising leaders through the Cobb EMC Youth Leadership Program and the Washington Youth Tour. We support local teachers through mini grants and classroom projects. In the past year, we've awarded more than $30,000 to fund 68 mini grants. Where would our community be without the dedication of our amazing teachers? We can't thank them enough. We also give back through the Cobb EMC Foundation, which many of our members continue to support. They've given more than $4.6 million to neighborhood nonprofits. We don't just serve our community, we're a part of it. Since we're a co-op, we only exist because of you, our members. The past year challenged all of us, our employees, our members, and our community. The effects of COVID-19 are felt all over the world. We knew it was imperative to continue our core mission no matter the circumstance. We never lost sight of that mission, providing you safe and reliable power at affordable rates. But we went further than that. I've witnessed our employees step into action, dedicate their time, money, and resources to struggling businesses, frontline workers, and charities that need it most. For that, I am so proud of not only this company, but the people that are dedicated to serving you. I want you to have one takeaway from the things that I have mentioned. You are a member and owner of this cooperative. You have a voice. The 376 employees and our 9 board of directors are here working for you. It is our pleasure and honor to serve you. I appreciate your time today and thank you for being a Cobb EMC member.
Hello, my name is Tripper Sharp, and I'm proud to be a member of Cobb EMC and serve as the chairman of your board of directors. We appreciate your patience and flexibility while we navigate these unusual circumstances. Despite the challenges of the ongoing pandemic, Cobb EMC's employees never missed a beat. They've continued to successfully adapt to the ever-changing state of the world. Our linemen are still on call 24/7 while exercising the proper safety precautions, and our office staff has been working virtually at times over the past year. We can't thank our linemen and employees enough for their ability to work through these challenges, and I'm excited to personally share with you our continued progress. Our board and management, along with our employees, continue to lower overall operating costs and increase reliability to meet your energy needs and save you money. If you could take away one thing from today's meeting, I'd really like you to understand the co-op difference and why Cobb EMC is built a little differently. At Cobb EMC, the focus is always on you, our members. That's because you own Cobb EMC. Being a member-owned and not-for-profit has its advantages over large corporate entities. Unlike a traditional utility, where the shareholder with the most money has the most influence, each of our members have an equal voice. That's one of the things that makes Cobb EMC unique. This isn't a typical utility, and we're proud of the cooperative difference and to power our community. Our mission is to bring you reliable electricity at the lowest possible price. To your board and our employees, you are more than just a customer. Our employees are dedicated to serving you and making your homes and communities a better place. That's the co-op difference. As a not-for-profit business, we exist to provide you with reliable electricity, not to make a profit. Over the last year, the Cobb EMC Board of Directors elected to give an aggregate of more than $15 million back to consumers through lower power cost. These savings were passed along on your electric bills. We have lowered bills 9 times in 3 years. We've been working over the past decade to reduce outages, and our team has done a stellar job. Out of the thousands of electric utilities in the United States, Cobb EMC is ranked in the top 3 for reliability. How is this possible? One way is utilizing smart grid technology. This technology not only alerts us to outages, but can reroute power in a matter of seconds, so you don't have any downtime. If there is an outage due to a storm or natural occurrence, our smart grid works in conjunction with power control and our team of dedicated linemen, dispatching the proper crews to outage locations. This uses our resources very effectively to correct outages quickly and keeps our reliability high. We're also reliable because our frontline workers are linemen. You may have seen some of our linemen in your neighborhood from time to time. They do inherently dangerous work day in and day out, safely and effectively. And they do that kind of work in all kinds of nasty weather, any time of the day or night, holidays, weekends, you name it. I want to say a special thank you to our linemen that keep the power on for us. We are happy you tuned in to our virtual annual meeting, and I hope you enjoy learning more about Cobb EMC. I want to thank you for allowing me to serve as the chairman of the board. It's been an honor and my pleasure. Now I'd like to introduce you to the rest of our board of directors.
Good morning. I'm Rudy Underwood, your District 2 director. District 2 is in the heart of Cobb County. It begins at the corner of East Piedmont and Canton Road and wraps around the west side of Kennesaw Mountain to Powder Springs Road. Today I'm here with my friend and fellow director, Malcolm Swanson.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Malcolm Swanson. I represent District 7. My area spans through Cobb County, north of Barrett Parkway up to Highway 293.
Good morning. I'm Ed Kroll, Director for District 1, which spans from Powder Springs Road to Due West Road in Cobb and Paulding counties.
Hi, I'm Kelly Bodner, your District 3 Director. My district covers the South Cobb area from Powder Springs Road to Lower Roswell Road.
Good morning. I'm David McClellan, your District 4 Director. My area covers East Cobb and part of Fulton County. District 4 spans from Paper Mill Road north to Jones Childers Road. I'm standing here with my friend and fellow director, Mr. Brian Boyd.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Brian Boyd, and I'm proud to serve as the District 8 Director. If you live west of Ackworth US Road in Cobb, Paulding, or Bartow County, I represent you on the Cobb EMC Board of Directors.
Hi, I'm David Tennant, your director from District 6. My district covers the area spanning north at Piedmont Road in Cobb County, all the way up to Arnold Mill Road in Cherokee, east of 575.
Hello again. I'm Tripper Sharp and I represent District 5. My district covers the western part of Cherokee County and the northern part of Cobb County.
And I'm Eric Broadwell, your District 9 Director. District 9 covers a portion of North Fulton, Northeast Cobb, and the eastern portion of Cherokee County.
On behalf of your entire Board of Directors, we're proud of Cobb EMC's progress over the past year, and we are excited as we look to the future.
Hello, I'm Kevin Greiner, President and CEO of Gas South, and it's my pleasure to be with you all today. I want to thank Kevan Espy and all of the Cobb EMC board members for inviting me today. Gas South is proud to be a wholly owned subsidiary of Cobb EMC, one of the country's largest electric cooperatives. And that wouldn't be possible without you, the members. So Gas South is now in our 16th year as a business. And we are proud of our success because it benefits you. We recently welcomed many new customers to the Gas South family. Since acquiring Infinite Energy last December, we now have over 425,000 residential, commercial, industrial, and wholesale customers throughout the Southeast. Gas South's annual dividend payments to Cobb EMC helps keep electric rates low and reliability strong. In fact, as I'm sure you're aware, Cobb EMC has some of the lowest electric rates in the state. And we're working together to help you save on your electric and gas rates. For those of you who are not yet one of our customers, we hope that you'll choose us as your natural gas provider. And there are many benefits for you. With Gas South, Cobb EMC members receive a permanent discount on your natural gas rates. In addition, you'll never have to pay a deposit, and we waive connection fees that other gas marketers would charge you. More than 50,000 Cobb EMC members are saving with us, and we hope you will also. We're committed to providing you with the very best customer experience. So when you call Gas South, just like when you call Cobb EMC, you're speaking with a local employee. And we offer you the ability to manage all of your business with us yourself through gassouth.com and our brand new mobile app, if that's your preference. Cobb EMC and Gas South have partnered to save you money on your natural gas service. But we're also working together to provide support for our community. We're focused on making the future a better place. Gas South gives back 5% of our profits to support children in need. And this support will total more than $1.5 million in 2021. And like Cobb EMC, we're also committed to making economical sources of renewable energy an important part of our energy mix. And we have a goal to invest $50 million in solar projects by the end of 2023. We're driven to make a difference in the communities we serve and to build a sustainable future that includes natural gas as well as renewable energy sources. And we approach every day knowing that we have an opportunity to improve people's lives. And by putting people first, we believe we can be a fuel for good. So thank you for being dedicated Cobb EMC members and Gas South customers. Because of you, we're better together.
Hello, I'm Kevin Moore, and I serve as General Legal Counsel to Cobb EMC. Because Cobb EMC is an electric cooperative, each year an election is held to select 3 individuals from the membership to serve on the Cobb EMC Board of Directors. These directors play an active and important role in setting policies and making decisions that guide the cooperative. Directors are elected from the membership and are therefore accountable to the membership. This form of election and representation is known as democratic member control and is one of the 7 cooperative principles that Cobb EMC was founded upon. This year, the 3 districts that were up for election were Districts 2, 3, and 9. Since the elections were all uncontested, it is my pleasure to announce the re-election of the 3 incumbents: Rudy Underwood of District 2, Kelly Bodner of District 3, and Eric Broadwell of District 9. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you for serving Cobb EMC. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to our live question and answer session at Cobb EMC.
Good morning and welcome to the live Q&A portion of Cobb EMC's virtual annual meeting. I'm Les Wilson and I'm proud to be a member of Cobb EMC's Credentials and Elections Committee. The Credentials and Elections Committee exists to oversee registration and voting for the annual member meeting. This oversight is to ensure an open, fair, and transparent process for our members. I am here today speaking on behalf of the entire committee when I say that we are in full support of this event in its virtual format. And we thank you for joining us today from your homes as we seek to keep everyone safe. Without further ado, I would like to officially begin the live Q&A session.
Thank you, Les, and hello again, everyone. You've seen us throughout the pre-recorded video this morning, but now we are coming to you live from the Bo Pounds Auditorium at Cobb EMC. Now that we're live, we wanted to once again introduce ourselves so you know who to direct your questions towards. I'm Tripper Sharp, Board Chair.
And I'm Kevan Espy, President and CEO of Cobb EMC. We hold this annual meeting for our members to learn more about Cobb EMC. Since you are a member and you use Cobb EMC service, you have a say in how we operate. That's what a cooperative is all about, equal say for our members. We want to be open and transparent with our members, and we'd love to hear from you. That's why we put together this live Q&A session. Now you know a little more about who we are. I'm going to pass it off to Chris Delaney. She's our moderator for today, and she'll tell you how this live Q&A session will work.
Thank you, Kevin, and good morning, everyone. My name is Chris Delaney, and I'm the Vice President of Marketing and Communications here at Cobb EMC. I'm excited to serve as the moderator of today's Q&A session. For those in the audience, please submit your questions in the Q&A box at this time. Some questions have already been coming in throughout the meeting, so we'll begin with those, then proceed by answering questions in the order in which they are received. As a reminder, we will not read any comments or questions that contain profanity, and if we receive questions that are billing related, we will follow up with you one-on-one after the event. Additionally, if we run out of time, we will respond to all questions we don't get to live after the meeting. With that, I see several questions have already come in, so let's get started. The first question is for Tripper. What is the breakdown of our energy sources by percentage? What are the top 3 energy sources for our service area?
That's a great question. In 2020, we met our members' needs with a mix of about 33% nuclear, 51% natural gas, 4% coal, 5% from solar and other renewables, and about 5% from hydro.
What impact has COVID had on the finances of the co-op?
Well, I know there was a lot of businesses within our community that we serve that faced a lot of challenges, and Cobb EMC was not immune to some of those challenges. Actually, over the past couple of months, we've seen an increase in our wholesale power costs, but we've been able to absorb those costs and not pass those increases on to you, our member. We've also been able to continue to invest into our infrastructure to ensure that we provide the reliability that you expect from us. We also gave back over $15 million in capital credits. And we're also currently ranked in the top 5 lowest rates in the state. So as you can see, all many things that we've done and been able to accomplish, we're still able to continue to maintain a strong financial position.
Great, thank you. The next question is for Tripper. Does Cobb EMC offer any scholarships for students in our community?
Yes, Cobb EMC does. Through the Cobb EMC Community Foundation, there are 14 scholarships of about $5,000 each year, $5,000 for each of those 14 scholarships. And then there's also the Walter Harrison Scholarship, which is about which is a $1,000 scholarship. Cobb EMC also sponsors the Cobb EMC Youth Leadership Program, which is especially for high school juniors. So there's a lot of opportunities for scholarships with Cobb EMC.
Great, thank you. Kevin, we have quite a few questions coming in about solar, so I'll start with this one. Can Cobb EMC help me put rooftop solar on my home, and what are the benefits?
Yes, we're more than happy to help those folks that are looking at that as an initiative for their home. Several resources that we have available. First, I would actually ask you to go visit our website at cobbemc.com to see information, to also see videos to get you more educated about rooftop solar. We also have field representatives that you're more than welcome to contact who also can give you additional information as well. And then lastly, we partnered with a lot of solar contractors that we recommend within our service territory who are more than happy to come out and visit with you, assess your situation, provide additional information, ask, and be able to answer specific questions. We want to be your trusted energy advisor.
So Kevin, a follow-up to that is, has Cobb EMC considered covering the roofs of all of its buildings with solar cells to generate renewable power? And if so, how much power would that generate compared to the solar flowers on your campus?
That's a great question, and it's a question I would love to answer. So we actually have a microgrid project that we implemented in 2020. So we actually have solar panels on 3 of our buildings now, in addition to solar canopies for our vehicles outside as well. The solar panels produce about 1.5 megawatts of electricity. In addition to this microgrid project, we've got a battery storage building that we can also utilize that produces about 1 megawatt. And in 2022, we're looking at adding 2 natural gas generators as well, because we want to create an island for our campus. So if we were to ever experience a storm to where we couldn't be served by traditional power, we still have a backup to be able to get us up and running.
The next question is for Tripper. Has the board considered board term limits?
Well, term limits are written into our bylaws, and the board is term limited in their terms. So all of the board members that we have will eventually be limited based on the term limits that are set forth in the bylaws.
Great. The next question is for Kevin. Have supply chain issues had any impact on operations, and does Cobb EMC try to keep extra inventory on hand for key items?
That's a very good question. That's one of the challenges that we face, but I can tell you that our supply team does a fantastic job making sure that we have proper inventory. They stay in contact with our vendors, who in turn stay in contact with the manufacturer, so that when we do place orders, we're actually upping those orders a little bit to make sure that we have the proper inventory to serve you, our members. But that's something that we'll always keep our eye on. It's checked weekly, but right now we're in a position to where we can serve your members, and supply chains are not a disruption at this point.
Thank you. The next question is for Tripper. What is Cobb EMC doing to create more diversity in its board and other leadership?
Well, that's a great question. We certainly do have a diversity initiative for the company, and I'll let Kevin talk a little bit more about that. But as far as the board goes, we are elected by the members, and anybody can run for the board of directors. So it's really up to the members to establish the amount of diversity that we have on the board.
We have an our way culture that we operate out of, and it has 4 core values, implemented into that. But also, even beyond the diversity, we want to make sure we have equity, we have an inclusion. We want to make sure our employees are treated fairly and that they're included on many of the initiatives that we have. For an example, the inclusion part of it, we have an employee advisory group that's made up of different individuals or different employees with a cross-section across our company. So that's part of what we're trying to do to make sure people are included, but it'll always be intertwined into the fabric of our culture.
Great, thank you. The next question is for Kevin. Can you explain how capital credits work and how they are distributed?
Sure, that's a very good question. I'm sure that question came about because of what I just maybe mentioned earlier, that we've got $15 million that we just returned back to you, our members. So capital credits are allocated, and it's based on if we have excess margin, meaning that if our revenue is in abundance over what our expenses were for the company, we're able to allocate those capital credits to each member. And then the board makes the decision whether to retire those capital credits and give those back to our members. And this year, like I said, we were able to give back over $15 million.
Great, thank you. There's a couple of questions regarding rate plans and options and trying to find the right rate plan. Kevin, do you want to answer that one?
Sure, I'd be glad to. First thing that I would say is go visit our website. We have a lot of lifestyle options available. I believe there's like 4 or 5 rates on there depending on your lifestyle, all the way from if you've got an EV or if you wanted to be able to cut your usage during the summertime. We've got a smart choice rate. We also have an even bill rate where you pay the same amount every month if that's something that's appealing to you as well. So just go visit cobbemc.com, look at the lifestyle rate options, and see what's best for you.
Thank you. Tripper, you can answer this one. Did Cobb EMC invest in the expansion of Plant Vogel, and if so, what is the status?
Cobb EMC did not invest in the expansion of Plant Vogel, so we really don't have any involvement with that project or the expansion, and that's the answer to the question.
What proportion of Cobb EMC's fleet uses plug-in electric vehicles?
Yeah, I'd be glad to answer that. We've got 5 EV vehicles that's incorporated into our fleet. We're looking at adding additional EVs to our fleet. We want to make sure it's economical compared to the traditional combustible engines that we have. But every year, as we look at the budget, we figure out what manufacturers are coming out with which vehicles, and is there a way to incorporate EVs into our fleet?
Great, thank you. Kevin, we've had a couple of questions come in regarding scholarships and where they can find more information about that.
So again, please use our website as a tool to get many of this information. But yeah, if you'll go visit cobbemc.com, look under Foundation, you can see a lot of things regarding the scholarships Tripper had mentioned earlier, the 14 scholarships at $5,000 apiece, and then navigate to other web pages to learn more about the other scholarships that were mentioned earlier.
A question for either of you. How can members obtain a copy of the bylaws? And is it true that the financials are available on the website?
That is correct. The financials are available on the Cobb EMC website, and you can also get a copy of the bylaws on the Cobb EMC website.
Another question, Kevin. Do you have an estimated time when you will allow people to try out the EVs again?
Yeah, so that's something we're trying to watch as far as the pandemic is concerned. So we actually have an EV experience for those of you that have not been able to try that. These EVs that we do have in our fleet, we're allowing members to be able to check those out, kind of drive those and test them and see if that's right for their needs. We put that on hold during this pandemic, or the elevation of the pandemic during these past couple of months. But we will notify through an announcement or through email when that will come back and be available.
Kevin, what is Cobb EMC doing for the community that benefits its customers?
Well, I think there's several things that we're doing for the community. One of, let me first lay this foundation. Being a cooperative, we want to be a good corporate citizen. It's part of the cooperative principles to be able to give back. And one of the ways that we're able to do that is we set up the Cobb EMC Foundation to where members can round up their bill. And the foundation board members actually distribute that to local nonprofits within our area to make sure that we're making a difference in the lives for the lives of the members with which we serve.
Kevin, this one's for you as well. Ransomware attacks are a concern for a lot of businesses. What has been done to ensure that Cobb EMC is not impacted by an attack?
Yeah, so we're very vigilant about that. Cybersecurity is obviously, I think, on many businesses' minds. So we want to make sure that we have a robust system to be able to thwart off any attacks that we may have, but we also got to be vigilant internally with our employees. Our employees go through rigorous testing, every month to make sure that they receive videos to learn about ransomware, learn about what to do and what not to do. So we got to make sure that we're covering every aspect of the way that intruders could ever infiltrate our system.
Great, and this question I think is for Kevin as well. What is Cobb EMC doing to increase the number of plug-in electrical vehicle charging stations?
That's a very good question. One of the things that we've actually done here in the past couple of months, we've got an EV working group, and that's an internal group that made up of employees that looks at different initiatives within our service territory regarding EVs. And one of those initiatives is looking at what makes sense as far as, propping up infrastructure to be able to handle the number of EVs that will be coming on the next couple of years. We're working with local advisors and consultants to figure out what makes sense for us to be able to deploy EV chargers within our service territory.
Tripper, how do organizations and nonprofits, how are they determined as to who gets the awards that are submitted through the foundation?
Okay, well, our foundation actually has a board that reviews those submissions and makes decisions based on several criteria that they've built out. If you'd like to get more information about that, we certainly can provide that to you. There is information on our website about the criteria we look at, or that the foundation board looks at in deciding which organizations get some of the foundation funds. I will say this, that I want to thank the Cobb EMC Foundation Board for the amount of time and effort that they put into ensuring that worthy organizations do get funds through the foundation.
Thank you. And Kevin, question for you. How do members attending and watching today claim their prizes?
That's a very good question, and also leads to a good transition. Everyone attending in person or at our drive-thru at Jim R. Miller Park today is eligible for fare tickets. We also have many other prizes to draw off camera, including bill credits, Apple AirPods, TVs, and so much more. We will select winners and notify them on Monday through email. Remember, if you're attending virtually, you're still eligible for fare tickets, and you'll be getting an email about picking them up as well.
And with that, we are closing out today's event. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you again in person once it's safe to do so.